Good morning, students, and welcome. We have started with 1.8 lesson, which is our last lesson, Voyaging Towards Excellence. This lesson is by Achyut Godbole, who is a Marathi writer. Now, this is an essay. In his essay, writer he talks about his life, his career, his schooling, his college life, and his achievements. So Achyut Godbole, he is a all-rounder writer, and in this autobiographical sketch, he narrates his journey from a middle-class schoolboy in Solapur to a successful chief executive to famous writer. He tells us what is needed for success and way to achieve it. In first part we have seen that writer he said that he was from a middle class family, and when he got selected for IIT, so he shifted from Solapur to Mumbai. When he came in Mumbai in IIT campus, so he had to face a lot of problem because he was weak in English. His English was not fluent, and his senior student always used to abuse him, always used to insult him. Afterwards, he talked about his efforts for improving his English. Till that we have seen. Now we'll move to the next. So here we are on the last passage. Page number 81. At IIT, I got fairly good marks in my first 2 years. However, a very important thing happened while I was in my third year. I came in contact with about 15 to 20 extremely brilliant student, researcher, professors from IIT, TIFR, BARC, BAC. They included top ranking students from IIT, visiting professors in American universities, and very renowned mathematician in the world, and so on. I was instantaneously attracted to this group. This friendship had a lasting impact on my life. So now here writer he is talking about when he was there in IIT. So in his third year of IIT, he came in contact with the people who were very scholars. Some of those people, they were student, researcher, professor, and because of this brilliant scholar people, writer he got attracted towards him because these people, they were from IIT, they were from TIFR and BARC. So here writer he met with these scholar people and he got instantaneously, means quickly, very quickly he got attracted towards this group. IIT Indian Institute of Technology, TIFR, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, BARC, Bhama Atomic Research Center. So when he got people from this field, so those people obviously they were very scholar, and he made one group of with these people and he got attracted towards this group. This friendship had lasting impact on my life. Until that I had used to consider myself somewhat intelligent. Till that period the writer he thought himself very intelligent because he got selected for IIT. But when he came into contact with all these scholar people, so that time he came to know that he is not only scholar, but so many people are there in the world that they are beyond the limit, who are very intellectual in their field. I came to know what real brilliance meant and I realized where I stood. I was actually also very lucky and came in contact with great people on the global scale early in my life. So he was very young that time, and in that time only he met with these scholar people, and that's why he felt very lucky. He felt that he is a lucky person that who met all these people early in a life. When later in my life, when Mr. Narayan Murthy left Patni to start Infosys, I started heading Patni's software division, occupying same chair. My head office was in Cambridge, Massachusetts, USA, very near Boston. It was in fact the adjacent building to MIT in America. Now, when writer he completed his education, and Narayan Murthy he left Patni company because he wanted to start Infosys, his own software. So that time writer he shared same chair, means he shared same position of Narayan Murthy at that time, because Narayan Murthy he left that position. So writer here he shared his same position, same chair, and always he had to go to his main office, which was in USA near Boston, and it was very near to MIT in America. He had to visit US very few in a month in those days. I used to visit MIT during lunchtime to meet my friends. There one could see a couple of Nobel laureates at the dining table. And when he used to visit USA, so that time he used to visit MIT because his some few were there in MIT who were taking education. So when he used to go to meet those friends, so that time he could see some of Nobel laureates. Nobel laureates means the people who awarded with Nobel Prize. So he could see those Nobel laureates people who were very scholar. He could talk with them at that dining table, and that time also he felt very lucky. If you walked for an hour from there, you could reach Harvard Square near Harvard University. I used to visit both of these universities and could talk to a number of Nobel laureates. During this year, I traveled a lot to US, Europe, Japan, Australia, could meet a number of great thinkers and management gurus such as Alvin Toffler, Peter Drucker, C.K. Prahlad, Tom Peters, or great technologists such as Vincent Cerf, who designed TCP/IP, which is the basic protocol of internet. So when he used to go to US, so that time he met lots of scholar people from the different field. Um he met to Alvin Toffler, who is an author. Then Peter Drucker, again thinker, philosopher, and a great author. All these authors he used to meet, as well as some technologists also he used to meet when he was there, when he had to travel to different parts of the world. All this discussion with this great broaden my horizon, and my aims and worldview became global. So when writer he made with all these people, so that time his view broadened up. So he got knowledge of different subjects, different field, and he liked to gain that knowledge always. We have seen that he was not learn for getting good score only, but he was interested, he wanted to taste beauty of that subject, and always he was ready to learn some new subjects. So when he met with all these people, so that time he got satisfied and he learned so many new subjects. It taught me humility and made me realize that I had to achieve a lot in life. The lesson in humility and work hard, as well as passion for excellence, was going to play a very important and vital role in my life. When we spend our time with this type of the people, so that time so many So many qualities also we can gain. So humility, patience from these people, how they struggle in their life and how they got success in their life. So writer also he achieve a lot of thing when he spent time with these people. he lesson he learned the lesson of humility and hard work, and he applied these qualities in his life, and that's why he achieved success in his life. Next paragraph. Coming back to my groups in IIT, my friends were not only more intelligent than me, but they were very well read. They had interest in all the subjects like science, technology, sociology, psychology, economics, philosophy, anthropology, archaeology, political science, etc. So we know that writer in his young age only he made these great people, and he had that great brilliant people's group, and he learned lot of things from them. And these people they also learn for the test of beauty of that subject. They were not learning for only getting good marks. So all these people they were very intelligent in all these subjects. They like to learn all these subjects like science, technology, sociology, psychology, economics, anthropology. Anthropology means where we do the study of human races, about their culture, about their customs, about their religion. Our group was interested in all these branches apart from all the fine arts such as music, literature, and painting. So these people they were not only learning the subjects, but they also were interested in art and literature and in painting also. So means what, they were learning all subjects and equally they were enjoying to all the subject. It was not like that where they get good marks only for that subject they gave more important. It was not like that, but they learn all the subject because they knew that every subject had its own beauty. In short, our group was interested in almost everything under sun. Everything under sun means what? Everything which is present in universe. So here the writer he always used to enjoy the things which were there front of him, because which concern human life and existence, and all these subjects are equally important to us because every subject teaches us something, how to live life, for the human existence. Every subject gives us knowledge. I was immediately attracted to the group and developed immense and deep interest in all these branches of knowledge. None of these subjects were part of our curriculum at IIT, but again, I never studied for scoring marks in any examination. And this sentence I like very much from this textbook, because these subjects were not the part of the writer's syllabus, but then also he used to love those subjects. He always used to learn that subject by heart, because he never studied for getting good marks in examination, but he liked to taste the beauty of that subject, because every subject gives us knowledge for our existence. It teaches us the rules and regulation for our life. Here was a sea of knowledge in front of me, which I thought was necessary to pass the examination of life, which was far more important than just passing IIT examination. So just passing IIT examination, it was not aim goal for the writer, but to give the examination of life, that was more important for the writer, and that's why he got that success. It is very difficult to become a master or an expert in all these subjects, but it was very important for me to understand at least the basic principle of most of these subjects. Any of us could easily top GRE examination and migrate to us. However, that thought never touched our minds to understand the world and how it works, and serving India and her people was far more important to us. So for the writer, just giving the examination, getting good score, this was not essential. This was not only the writer's choice, but he wanted to do something for the society, and he felt that just passing GRE is not only the aim or the mission of his life. He could migrate to US, he could migrate to any other country out of India, because he was a brilliant person, and easily he could got select for this examination, and he could got good good job in other country. But he didn't want that, because he felt that my responsibility towards my society, that is more important. I have to serve to my India, to my society, and that is more important for him. Therefore I plunged into all these branches of knowledge. Plunge into means dive into, enter into, and that's why he wanted to serve to his society, and for that sake he learned all the subjects. He just tried to get the knowledge of all these subjects, because anywhere anyhow these subjects are going to help us in our life. It's not for the it's not for only for the what we can say, for the interview, okay, but after interview, after settling our life, we have lots of problem, lots of obstacles are there. By using this knowledge, we could solve our problems that time, and that's why all the subjects are equally important. It was a period of renaissance for me. Renaissance means rebirth, okay, where we get another birth, because something new happen in our life get turned from that point. And that's why this period, it was the renaissance for the writer, because he learned lots of things, and he had the company of that people, the people who were very brilliant in all the fields, the people who were very brilliant, and who could have a lot of knowledge, and he shared some time with them, and that's why he felt that this period was rebirth for him. We used to discuss about relativity, Big Bang, aesthetics, literature, philosophy, economic, and many other subjects every day until late into the night. And relativity means this is the type of theory in physics. So always they used to talk on this topic about aesthetics, about literature, about philosophy, economics, and many more subjects out of their syllabus. So aesthetic, that is the formal study of art. So always they used to talk on all this topic late at the night. It is only because of the human curiosity that we have been able to make such a great progress in science and technology and social sciences. I have a number of limitations, but one thing I am proud of is the curiosity, humility, and humanity. It doesn't mean that writer, he didn't have any problem when he was there in IIT. Obviously he had a lot of problem, but he overcome all the problems, and he continued with his study. He learned all the subjects because that curiosity, it was there within him. He wanted to learn something new, he wanted to get more knowledge about that subject, he wanted to become a good human being, he wanted to contribute himself towards his society, and that's why he by overcoming all this obstacle, he achieved his aim, and he learned these things. I learned these values during my IIT days. I also became a firm believer in rationalism and equality. For all the castes, creeds, races, genders, and religions, I started treating nature as a god and humanity as religion. Rationalism means it is the practice of basing opinion and actions on reason and knowledge rather than on religious belief or the emotional responses. Means logical thinking, where we believe on logical thinking. So he learned lot of things when he was there in IIT, And now he was a firm believer, he was a strong believer of rationalism, that whatever the things happen, there is something behind that, means reason is there, something behind that. So that rationalism, with that equality, he started to treat everyone equally, not on their basis, not on their castes, creeds, races, or on their gender. So he treated everyone equally, and he started treating nature as a god and humanity as a religion. So there is only one god, and that is nature, because it gives a lot of things without asking. We don't ask nature to give us these things, but then also nature equally distributed everything to every human being. And humanity, that is only the religion, that is only single religion we should believe on. I passed from IIT and joined a non-violent social movement for tribals with Sarvodaya, participated in a peaceful satyagraha, went to jail for 10 days, came back to Mumbai, was jobless for a while, worked for rupees 125 a month to supervise worker at the night shift in a mechanical workshop, changed 13 houses in Mumbai, and finally settled on information technology as my career. So again here we come to know about his obstacle, about his problems which he had to face in his life. So when he got passed in IIT and he joined a non-violent social movement for the tribal people, so that time he participated in that peaceful satyagraha movement, and because of that he went to jail for 10 days. And when he came back after that, so he was jobless, he had to roam here and there, and he didn't get job. He got job which was very normal job. So he was the student of IIT, he was a brilliant student, still he got his first job with 125 rupees month, and that job was to supervise workers at night shift. But after roaming here and there, he changed his 13 houses in Mumbai, and finally he got settled when he got IT job in Mumbai. And I spent 32 years 32 years technology, out of which I was a chief executive officer or MD or the software head for 23 years for the large global multinational software companies with the thousands of software professionals worldwide and 6 offices in the US, 3 in Europe, 1 in Japan and 1 in Australia. So here Achyut Godbole, he was the IT engineer. When he changed his 32 houses in Mumbai, finally he got settled for his IT job, and that time he was a chief executive officer, MD in the software company for 23 years he spent over there. And he large global multinational software companies with thousands of software professionals worldwide. He had his 6 offices in the US, 3 offices he had in Europe, and 1 office it was in Japan and 1 in Australia. I had to travel all over the globe around 150 times for business. During this period, I had also written 4 books with 500 to 700 pages, each of information technology, which was published by Tata McGraw-Hill and then translated into Chinese for global distribution. So this was his achievement. Means not only he got his IT job, he spent his 23 years in software company, and when he used to travel to the different countries 150 times in a year, so that time he didn't have time. So here we could imagine that if the person is traveling from one country to other country, so how that person could get time to write. But then also he managed time and he wrote 4 books at that time with 500 to 700 pages on technology, information technology, and afterward these books got translated into Chinese language for the global distribution. Okay, so today we are going to stop here. In the next lecture we will finish with the lesson. Okay, and if you have any query, any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you and have a nice day.